you doing? Good.
We thank you again for all the many blessings you bestowed upon our city and our citizens, and help us all remember during this time the real reason for the season, and that is the birth of our Savior. We ask that you please lead us and guide us in everything we say and do, and make it be pleasing unto your sight. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. You'll face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. If the clerk will please note that all of our members are present. And council, you have the minutes of the previous meeting before you. If there are no additions or corrections to those minutes, a motion to approve is in order. So moved by Mr. Meeks, seconded by Ms. McSwain Holland. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? All right. We have the minutes are approved. Thank you, council. All right. We do not have any committee reports other than the executive committee did meet at 4 o'clock to discuss our agenda items. And if the clerk will please note, all of our members were present there as well. And I'll go back a step for the approval of the agenda. Council, it is imperative that we amend our agenda that you have this evening to include a resolution dealing with litigation on the opioid crisis within our state, region, and country. If that is the wishes of the council, is there a motion to approve adding this resolution and amending the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the amended agenda to include.
All right, thank you, Ms. Moultrie. Is there a second? Seconded by Ms. Baker. All those in favor of amending the agenda and approving the new agenda, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the agenda is approved. And what we'll do is we will add resolution 2022-32 to the end of the resolutions part, which will be between items 11 and 12, if you have a copy of the resolution with you. All right. First item is Resolution 2022-26, which is a bid award for safety cameras. Chief Barr, you'll come forward and give us a brief description of the resolution, please.
This is a bid award to purchase flock safety cameras. They're license plate readers and to put in certain places throughout the city. The bid was $2,500 per camera, and what we asked for was 10 of those cameras for a total of $25,000. That would be an annual cost of $2,500 per camera per year.
And this money is in your budget?
Yes, sir.
Your budget is.
Yes, sir, it is.
You did say maybe too, on their part, maintaining, if something happens to them, is that
Yeah,
correct?
installation, maintenance, anything that goes wrong with them, they will fix.
All right, any additional questions or comments regarding the resolution? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
By Mr. Meeks, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Moultrie. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, Chief Barr. And while you're here, Resolution 2022-27, a contract for services for a Pre-Audit.
Yes, sir, this is a contract, actually a water contract to Robert Latham, would be the new auditor. Pre-audit is something that has to do with our juvenile facility where we house juveniles at the Troy City Jail. And also our Troy City Jail has to be audited every 3 years. The auditor that we have used in the past, this will be our third audit. We have to do this once every 3 years. That has taken other employment. So this would be a new auditor, and this is a new contract for his services. Total amount for that would be $8,000.
And for the public's information, PREA is Prison Rape Elimination Act. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Questions or comments for Chief Barr regarding this resolution?
This audit, Chief, it will ensure that the environment for the incarcerated individuals are in a safe environment, free from sexual harassment.
Absolutely. Zero tolerance is what the point of this whole thing is, and that is correct.
After the audit, once they're please share the results with us if they do find that there are the recommendations they have for changes, upgrades.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. Is there a motion to approve the resolution? By Ms. McSwain Holland, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Baker. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
All right. The next item on the agenda is Resolution 2022-28, which is authorizing a project development agreement for the use and grant of public funds, things of value, and aid to Guru Galam LLC. Did I get that right, Mayor? Pretty close?
I think so. The LLC is owned by Mr. Sandy Shaw, who has been working with us for some time to place another hotel in the city of Troy. He currently owns the Best Western, very near Bill Jackson Chevrolet. He also owns and runs hotels in Ozark and Dothan, some Enterprise. But this will be a Hilton product called Home 2 Suites. I think y'all are all familiar with it. It will be a 4-story hotel, and it's something that we certainly need. This will be going on some of the city's property that we're in the process of working to develop. As y'all know, in our last meeting, we worked with bowling alley, and this we did a 772 on this, and have a project development agreement because we are selling Mr. Shaw the property, and helps us as we work on bringing things into the community. So Home 2 is, as I said, a good product. It can be a one night or an extended stay type location. So I think it's going to be a good thing, as I've said, and looking forward to getting some additional things accomplished here. But unless there are any specific questions, that's where we are, and look forward to the next thing after this.
All right, sounds great. Any questions or comments for the mayor regarding this resolution and this project? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
Second.
By Ms. Baker, seconded by Mr. Meeks. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
All right, the next item is Resolution 2022-29, the authority to purchase real property. Mayor, you can give us a...
Yes, this is the final piece of property that we had hoped to buy with proceeds from our last bond issue. This is 30 acres of land that is adjacent to the Troy Sportsplex property. We feel like we're getting a good price on it. We're paying about 20% less than appraised value for it, and feel like there are many different things that we can do for the property, do with the property to improve our offerings with the recreation department. This is adjacent to the city's current walking trail that is down below the sportsplex and the recreation center. So, unless there are any questions.
All right, questions or comments for the mayor regarding purchase of this property? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve? By Mr. Meeks, seconded by Ms. Moultrie. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, council, and thank you, mayor. All right, the next item is Resolution 2022-30, which is a grant agreement with the Nutrition Center. I think this is something we do every year with the South Central Alabama Area Agency on Aging, and the award of the grant is $47,500, and this is used for their operations. Is that correct, Mayor?
That's correct.
All right. Any questions or comments from the council regarding the acceptance of this grant for our nutrition center? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve? By Ms. Moultrie, seconded by Ms. McSwain Holland. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, council. All right. Next item is Resolution 2022-31, which is the naming of a new street. This street is the Industrial Development Road that is off of Trojan Way that was built for the distillery that is coming. And I think Mayor, you can correct me if I'm wrong, we always give the industry the opportunity to name such a road, and they've chosen to name that road Clyde May Way, which I think is very appropriate for what's going there. Mayor, is there anything you want to add to that?
No, this is obviously a long time in coming. We expect to be doing more things related to the distillery in the coming weeks. I believe the part of the project agreement called for a tax abatement for construction, which I think will be on the next agenda. So this is the first of several things that will be coming up now that everyone will begin construction.
All right. Questions or comments regarding the resolution of naming of the new street, Clyde May Way? If not, is there a motion to approve? By Ms. Baker, seconded by Ms. McSwain Holland. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, council. All right, now we will bring up the resolution that we added when we amended the agenda, which is Resolution 2022-32, which is a resolution authorizing the city of Troy to join the state of Alabama and other local governments as participants in the Endo settlement, which is part of the overall big opioid litigation. And this is a small company that's a part of that has already agreed to settle. This is time sensitive due that we need to respond to the Attorney General by December the 20th, which is before our next scheduled council meeting. Is that correct, Mayor and legal counsel?
Yeah.
All right. Any questions or comments regarding this resolution and entering into this settlement? If not, is there a motion to approve us participating? So moved. By Mr. Meeks, seconded by Ms. McSwain Holland. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is agreed to. Thank you, council, and thank you for adding that and amending the agenda. All right, the next item on our agenda is Ordinance 426. We have previously had a first reading of this ordinance, and this will constitute the second reading of the ordinance. And it's amending Chapter 5, Building, Construction, and Related Activities of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Troy, and adopting updated technical codes as amended and supplemented from time to time. All right. This is part of housekeeping that we need to do. And Mayor, I guess before we get into anything, I think we need to ask, and necessarily a public hearing, but are there any comments from the public or those here at the meeting tonight regarding this ordinance and the second reading? Hearing and seeing none, we can proceed. Mayor, is there anything you want to add about the ordinance?
This was made available to the contractors, and this is just something that we need to keep up with the state. It helps us in a lot of ways, but also is our ISO ratings related to home insurance costs.
And I want to add and thank Mr. Chuck Ingram, our building inspector, for the hard work that he and his office have put into this and getting these upgrades and these technicalities put into place for us. We appreciate what you do and educating us and everyone else on all of these issues, because we're not contractors. But thank you, Chuck, for what you do for us.
Please include the fire marshal with that too.
I will include the fire marshal with that for sure. Chief, will you make sure the fire marshal knows that we appreciate his assistance with this? Are there any questions or comments from the council to Chuck or Chief Stevens?
I've got just a few questions. Did your office receive any calls, comments, any? Okay. And when does this go into effect? Immediately?
No, we're talking about the first of the year.
Okay. All right. That's my questions.
All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments on the ordinance? All right, we've had a first reading and a second reading. Is there a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
By Ms. Baker, seconded by Ms. Moultrie. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the ordinance is approved. Thank you, council. All right, the next item on the agenda is Ordinance 427. Again, we've already had a first reading with this ordinance, and it is declaring certain real property no longer needed for municipal purposes and authorizing the conveyance of said real property to the Pike County Board of Education. Mayor, is there anything that you would like to add to this regarding the ordinance in the second reading?
This is a strip of land, I think, as you know, that borders Kimber Way and runs up to Mockingbird Lane. It is something that we are doing in exchange for the property that the Board of Education gave us to put Mockingbird Lane in. I think all of you know how nice it's been to be able to use Kimball Way, Mockingbird Lane, John Witherington Drive, Ocean Parkway, as routes around and off of 231. So this will allow that property for use by the Pike County Board of Education in case they need to put additional parking or things of that nature. So appreciate Dr. Brazell and the board working with us on that. They obviously did their part before we did ours, and we appreciate everything that they've done to work with us on this.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the council regarding this ordinance? And do we need a public comment on this? We do not. All right. With that, that will constitute the second reading. Is there a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
By Mr. Meeks, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Baker. All those in favor of ordinance 427 signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the ordinance is approved. Thank you. Thank you, council. I appreciate your due diligence on these items this evening. Mayor, we do have some appointments to make this evening, and these will come as a recommendation from the executive committee. And they are the reappointment of Mr. Perry Green to the Board of Adjustments, Mr. Doug Kitchens to the Board of Adjustments Supernumerary. Also, on the Industrial Development Board, the reappointment of Mr. Jerry Beckett, the reappointment of Sabrina Pennington, the reappointment of David Helms, and the reappointment of Larry Hancock. And also, from the Troy Public Education Building Authority, the reappointment of Dave Bush. All of these will be for full terms on their respective committees. That is a recommendation in full from the executive committee. Is there a motion to approve these appointments? By Ms. Moultrie, seconded by Ms. McSwain Holland. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the appointments are approved and made. Thank you, council. I appreciate that very much. With that, Mayor, we welcome your comments and report.
Just want to thank y'all for everything you did tonight. We dealt with a lot of different things, and I appreciate we've got a lot of positive things going on, a lot of growth, a lot of movement, and that can be that tracks back directly to the stance and the policies that y'all have taken, to be aggressive in development, and I appreciate that very much. Y'all, through the taxpayers, have provided opportunities for our community to grow, hopefully the quality of life to improve, and very grateful for that. Very appreciative of the homecoming parade. Everybody worked hard to pull that off. Appreciate y'all being there, and it's as they say, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And, enjoy that a lot. Enjoy having my family home for the holidays. I know we've been through quite a couple of years, and just very humble and grateful that we are where we are, and our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to all of those who this time of year is different, but there is hope. Birth of our Lord and Savior. I would encourage everybody to focus on that and be thankful and grateful for that. unless there are specific questions, that's all.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Any questions or comments for Mayor Reeves at this time? If not, Ms. McSwain-Holland, welcome your report.
I've had many people have called in concerns with some of our dilapidated structures over District 1, and they are slowly but surely being worked on. So I'm just trying to encourage the property owners, homeowners, whether you're occupied residents or just unoccupied, it still needs to be maintained because it affects the status of those residents around you in that community as well. And I'd like to say I enjoyed the Christmas parade. It was awesome, the energy, the crowd. It was just a wonderful experience to see so many participating and so many coming out. And I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and to remember the reason for the season, which is Jesus Christ, that we will be able to love one another and see past our differences and realize that we're here to work together and to live together. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Mr. Meeks?
Yes, Mayor, Bob, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. The city will be closed for Christmas on Thursday and Friday next week. So Thursday's garbage route will be run on Wednesdays, Fridays will be run on Monday, and then for New Year's, the city will be closed on the 31st, which is on a Friday, so that route will be run on the following Monday. Is that correct, Bob? Thursday, okay, Thursday. Okay, 30. So Friday, December 31st route will be run on Thursday. And I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Ms. Baker?
Merry Christmas, y'all. It is a wonderful time of year, certainly. Thank you to everyone who worked hard in organizing the parade last night. It was great. To all of the departments that worked really hard on their floats. They always add so much to the parade. And all the shopping events that have been going on, particularly downtown news events. Thanks to everybody that's been involved in those. It feels good to see our community out and about and enjoying the season together. So I wish everyone a very happy and safe Christmas.
Thank you. Ms. Moser?
Building what has been said already, but from my mouth to your ears, I do wish you all a Merry Christmas. I am reminded by Ms. Sheila Jackson, Troy Arts Council, and that she and her friends holiday concert, Facebook Live beginning today at 7, Troy Cable beginning tomorrow on December 15th, my birthday, and Friday, December 17th, and Sunday, December 19th, and Troy Vision TV, you know I'm plugging in, Christmas Eve at WSFA, Christmas Eve at 6, and WAKA, Christmas Day at 11 a.m. And she just wanted me to make sure you all, just tune in one of those days. And because I know we couldn't be with her like we normally are through the Christmas holidays, but I understand there's still a nice concert was put on. So if you don't have anything to do, check her out.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You should get Marcus to sing.
If I didn't have,
You don't ask for it.
did you say the president you don't ask for or blessings you don't ask for? Okay. Yeah, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank all of y'all. Thank you to our entire city and all of our employees and department heads. Great parade. It was a fantastic event, and I know a lot of work goes into that. And I think 90-something entries in the parade. Is that right? Largest parade we've ever had, is what I've been told. So thanks to everyone involved. And I too want to, say Merry Christmas to everyone. And that is the real reason that we're here. It's Christmas. It's Christ and us. And a short version of a long story that was given to me is when you look at the nativity scene and you see how it's set up, Christ is always in the middle. And there's a reason for that. When Christ is in the middle of the nativity scene, it looks right, it feels right, and it works. And when you take and rearrange it, it doesn't look right, and it doesn't feel right, and it doesn't work. So remember the real reason for the season. Keep Christ in the forefront of all that and every day. And with that, Merry Christmas. And if there's nothing further, we are adjourned. Thank you.